Welcome back to the Hillbilly RV channel. Today we're going to be working on this Winnebago motorhome. This Winnebago has the Phylon roof, the fiberglass roof, and the roof actually just wraps over the radius side of the camper and tucks in a piece of trim. That Phylon has to be glued down in that piece of trim. Otherwise, it has the opportunity to come up out of there and start flapping in the breeze. And then that's bad news for the coach owner, because they're going to have to get a new roof, and that can't be cheap. So this is going to be some preventive maintenance today. We were a couple weeks ago. We replaced a couple slide toppers on the other side, and I noticed that the adhesive on the roof had given way down in that trim. So I told the coach owner, I said, this is something that we need to address, and he agreed. So we're here today to do it. To be real honest with you, I didn't even know this was a thing until I started watching AZ Expert on YouTube. The guy does a fantastic job on roofs, and I've seen him do a bunch of these. I've seen him replace roofs after they come loose and start flapping too. So I'm just going to emulate what he does, and we're going to do our best here today, and let's get started. Now this is what I'm talking about right here. See, that should be glued. See, this Phylon should be glued to this piece of trim down in here. So what we gotta do is go down in here, scrape all this junk out, get this cleaned up good, and then just shoot some sealer down in there to glue this back to this like it should be. So let's get up here and get started. My intention is to just take a putty knife, just scrape all this goop, try my best to get all that goop out of there, and once we go along and scrape all that, then I am just going to use some parts cleaner, brake cleaner, squirt in there and try and dry up the moisture. I was really kind of hoping this was going to be drier today, and it is. It's a little bit muddy, but we're going to do our best to clean that up as best we can. We might even have to, since it is a little bit goopy, we might have to do this little number here. Use a rag with a putty knife, go in there and get that all cleaned up. But I've got gosh, about 70 feet of that to do, and when I get done with that, then we'll come back and we'll show you squirting sealer down in there. So y'all hang on, and I'm gonna be crawling back and forth up here for probably the next couple hours, cleaning that rail out. There's actually quite a bit of gunk down in there. More than I would like to see, and it is pretty wet, so I've just been scraping it out with the putty knife a little bit, and then I've been doubling a rag over, just doubled over, put it on my putty knife, sticking it down in that gap and running it back and forth, and see the gunk I'm pulling out. So it's not been bad. Probably only took me maybe 20 minutes to do one side, so now I'm doing this side. All right, went along, got all the gunk out best I could. Now I'm using my brake cleaner. Just kind of finish cleaning that groove out. And I just like brake cleaner because for roofs because it seems to work really well. It dries really quickly, and you know, when it dries, it takes any dirt or oil or wax or anything that might be up here and evaporates it away. So that's why I like brake cleaner. And it's cheap. Eternabond makes some roof cleaner that you're supposed to use before they use their products, which everybody really loves those. And to be honest with you, it smells just like brake cleaner, so that's why I just started buying brake cleaner. It's about probably less than half the price of Eternabond roof cleaner. So that's what I use. Do I recommend that you use it? Nope, but that's what I use. Let's carry on. I'm gonna get off my knees here for a few minutes, finish cleaning this up. Just got about 2 more feet to go, and get off my knees for a few minutes, and then we're gonna start putting the sealer in there, and I'll show you that. Now, I know I keep calling this sealer. It's not really a sealer. I mean, it is a sealant, but it is the ProFlex RV, and it is also an adhesive. It is an excellent adhesive, according to the tube. That's what James recommended I use. So you know what? He knows a lot more than me. So that's what I'm using. I'm gonna try and show you how I'm doing this real quick, because I don't have a cameraman today, and the way I have to position this camera on the edge of the motorhome, I have to hold the camera to keep it from falling off the motorhome, which we don't want that to happen. Use my other hand to run the caulking gun. So let me see if I can show you what we're doing. What we're trying to do, and you'll see it, it'll come into view here in just a minute. So I'm trying to stick the tip of the tube down in there to open that gap up, and just squirt this ProFlex down in there to glue the file on to the aluminum trim. So like I say, like I say, I keep calling it sealer, but we're actually not sealing it as much as we're just adhering it. Make sure it doesn't start flapping in the breeze. So there's what it looks like when we get done. So we're not trying to seal it, we're just trying to glue it down. So I'm going to carry on here. I've already got one side done. Got the first 3 or 4 feet done on this other side. So that means I got about 30 more feet to go. And this part will be done. So don't forget to go down there in the description of all my videos. Check out all the stuff going on down there. All the links to different things. I am going to go up the road and fix another one. Y'all have a fantastic day.